Hey everyone, today we're installing a roof platform on the old Hilux over there. And what we got here is a Chinese platform. Let's get this done. Now, Chinese platforms, Rhino racks, all the other brands. Look, you want to put a roof platform on, I highly recommend just buying yourself a Chinese one. Look, as far as expedition platforms go, even your Rhino racks, you know, there's plenty of other brands out there. Look, they're not going to do what you want them to do. They're all flimsy, they all have a side-to-side motion, they all will break off your car if you overload them. If you're one of these people with all the gear and no idea, you got your fucking high lift jack, your max tracks, a spare tyre, jerry cans, gas bottles, you name it, you've loaded it on the top, you're a fucking moron. These are not designed to be loaded up like that. Maybe just look at the rating of your roof of your vehicle and that's how much you should be putting on your roof. I'm only putting this on for the simple fact of having some zombie lights, maybe throw the swag up there or put the surfboard or the, you know, the rescue sled for the jet ski, fishing rods. You know, I'm putting this on for convenience. I'm not going to put my high lift jack and my max tracks and, you know, my shovel and my axe and advertise to everyone out there that I want my gear stolen. It's just a platform that is going to do a job. It's cheap, it's alloy, it's light. I'm not going to go spend $1,000 on a platform. Look, and in saying that, if you want to do that and put all your gear, weigh this up, load it up, look, I really recommend you look into some really good expedition platforms. Look, you're going to be spending $3 to $4 grand. You may even have to get someone to engineer it for you. But don't go and buy a Rhino rack, something from Super Cheap or one of these Chinese ones and expect it to be able to take all the gear. I don't even know where this idea of putting high lift jacks and shovels and shit all over your platform came from. Was it full drive 24/7? Maybe. I think it's fucking ridiculous. Why do you want shit up on your roof, mate? You just throw it in the back, underneath your car. You just put it where it's easy to access. There's no need to have it on the roof. That's just show pony. All the gear, no idea, like I said. Like all my recovery gear, it's in that canopy. High lift jack, max tracks, all my winch gear, recovery gear, shovels, axes, chainsaw, it's all in that canopy. Bolted in, locked in, and where I need it. I'm not going to put it on the roof, like why? Anyway, let's crack into it. We've got a lot to do today. Wiring has been completed. Running a plug to every corner. Wiring there, going to be a 4-plug pin on there, going to put Deutsch connector on it, ground it out to the roof. So that's all been done today. I didn't want to bore you with wiring. Basically the whole loom's threaded through the frame. And over here, we've been doing some CAD work. Cardboard aided design. So I've come up with a bracket for all these lights that is, I didn't want to have to make up separate brackets for separate parts of the platform. So I've got one bracket here that will do all four with the addition of this part here. I'm not going to show you how to do that. There's plenty of videos on how to work with CAD at home. Basically cardboard aided design. Fucking simple stuff. Alright, now we've got to put this into some alloy. Going to weld that together and put on the zombie lights. Let's crack into it. So there they are, painted, installed. Let's see the idea of what I'm getting. So that's the rear pointing out sideways, rear pointing out sideways, front pointing out at an angle, front pointing out at an angle. Now, as you would have noticed, it's tied into the frame. It's a triangle design. We have an extra hole there above the mounting bracket. It's cable ties to tuck them wires out the way. So you'll notice they're all triangulation, so it's only stiffening up the frame of the platform even further. Welded alloy with some braces in there, and I think she'll do good. So that's the finished product. Sorry I didn't film painting and installation. I mean, it's pretty self-explained how to paint something. The alloy brackets welded together, but now I'm thinking I can't put this on the car. It's looking a bit bare and naked up the front there, so looks like it's time to install a 40-inch light bar. Think I'm waving me cock around a bit with that one. Right. And what I've gone and done is put in some riv nutserts, whatever you want to call them. So it's the mounting points. Now the thing with riv nuts or nutserts, they always have this edge. That little 1mm. So whatever you attach with these never sits flat. Now in the case with this spotlight, you have your standard mounting bracket. Now it's a flat bottom, so it's going to sit up there like that. You can see it's never quite going to sit flush, even at its tightest. And there's always going to be a little bit of movement in it, so we want to get it flat so the load's distributed over that whole plate, so there'll be no movement or vibration. Now normally you'd countersink these with a cut-off drill bit, but because the alloy in this bar is so thin, I don't have the opportunity to countersink them in place. So what we're going to do is pull out, we're going to countersink that to encapsulate the top of that. Now, I don't have access to my lathe at the moment, and I'm not prepared to waste one drill bit to countersink the top of these. So what we're going to do is get the die grinder out. Great bit of kit. Great bit of kit. Right, so let's crack to it. Waving me big cock around with that one. So now we're just going to go and connect a heap of plugs, tidy up all the wiring, install the plug on there, run this wire, and she'll be ready to stick on the car until I'm going to stick something else right here on the driver's side. Now if you want to know what's going to be fabricated next and stuck there, stick around, you're not going to want to miss this. complete, ready to go on. Made the plugs up in the loom. Show you what we're going to do with that soon. One more to go, and this whole roof panel is going to drop down on my noggin. Alright. Yeah, these bastards here, they broke. Anyway, roof lining's off. Getting ready to mount that damn thing on top here. All the mounts are mounted. Now what you want to do is seal these up really good. So that's the outside. Now a little bit of brake fluid, parts cleaner on your finger. You'll smooth that out nice and good. You know, SikaFlex the rest of your runners back in. And also on the inside, really coat them up good. There's the rack on the V8. Our V8 Hilux, the next project. So she's ready to go on. I do have to make a spacer plate though, even at the highest hole. My zombie lights are still just hitting the roof. I've got it in a nice position, but it just needs to come up 1 or 2 mil. So I'm going to make some 3 mil spacers to put there to raise the platform up a little bit, but keep the backbone nice and low to the car. Anyway, I didn't show or do any video on the installation of them, and there's plenty of them out there. I recommend Ocam. Ocam does a good video on how to install these properly, and this is an Ocam product, this backbone. It's pretty good so far. But yeah, if you want a video on how to install it, get over on the Ocam YouTube page, and I'll sort you out. But yeah, it's getting there, Primed. Oh, come on. Oh, get out of it. So what I've done is, as you can see, the lights are clearancing now. See that back one? So I've done a 3 mil spacer plate to raise the platform up 3 mil, which when I move this up and down, as you can see, I've got a little bit of movement in here to raise the backbone, but I wasn't getting that clearance yesterday to clear the lights. So I've raised them 3 mil, so when I lift the backbone up slightly, it gives me that clearance. So every corner, just to keep it even, I've jammed a screwdriver in and ripped it down. And then what I'll do is go around, tighten up. You can see there, maybe that 3 mil spacer plate I've made up. Just out a bit of alloy sheet, 3 mil. I'll go around and rip them down nice and tight. And I may come back later and just put a smaller stainless screw in there, bolt, and bolt that shut. So there's no chance of it ever dropping with rough off-roading, you know, because I mean, they will slip. You can get them tight, but you know, better to be safe than sorry. So I'll put a tinier stainless one in there, then I'll mask this off, edge prime them, give them a coat of fucking paint so they black out. Do the same here, and she's done. You hear? that's what I was talking about. Nice little stainless steel bolt, just as added security that doesn't bounce up and down. Now I've done up the, where are they? The nuts for the mounting. They're done up nice and tight. So, yeah. So there's that couple of mil I grabbed. Perfect. Yeah, now let's have a little bit of spray paint action and she's all done. Bar the wiring harness hanging out there. But that's another episode to come soon. Right, so there she is, roof platform installed. I think she looks pretty damn good. I mean, she's straight, she's on. It's gonna do what I want. It's been a nice addition. Now, today's episode wasn't so much about you showing how to do these things. It was more about having a go. Not all parts are bolt-on. A lot of parts are bolt-on. But in this case, where it was sort of a universal bolt-on, I wanted to modify it a bit, put my own little personal touch on it, and I think that's what cars are all about. They're about expressing your personality, expressing your designs, your creativity. Now, there's some very, look, don't come in like a Sam missile, some of these young influencers that have no talent. They manipulate and basically they're good salesmen. They'll go to companies and go, oh, I'll do this, I'll advertise and we'll get on YouTube and do this. They sit there and go, we build these classic 80 series, then they get stolen. Oh, mate, you didn't build fuck all. You just used your sales technique, manipulated free products, got other people to do all the work. I'm more about, mate, have a go. Pick up the grinder, pick up the welder, grab the tools, customise your thing, do your own work. There are a lot of great YouTubers out there that put in the hard yards and actually build their vehicles. They don't go and get other people's skills and knowledge and get the stuff for free or heavily discounted for an advertisement and then sit there and go, I built this. No, today's episode was about taking something and making it your own. Have a go. Don't be scared. Get the parts and do it yourself. It's so much more satisfying. The rewards at the end of the day is something unique. I know now that, yeah, there might be other blokes out there with a cheap Chinese platform, but none of them have got one customised like that. And I did all that myself. It's my personal car, not built by somebody else. Built by me in this backyard, this very peg. Over 2 years, ground up rebuild. Everything I've done on this myself, bar the diffs. I had some issues once I got it registered. Had to take it to a diff specialist, and I just said, oh shit, what's here? Throw these lockers in for me. It's pretty much the only job. Oh, sorry, the sandblasting and the painting of the chassis and the rust treatment. That was another job I outsourced because I wasn't rolling around here in the mud and dirt and using an angle grinder. So have a crack, have a go, and you'll, I mean, look at it. I love this car. It is me, it's my personality. No face mask and no voice editing. My name's Matt, and you're watching 4x4 Maximus. Hit like, subscribe, more episodes to come. You!